Hey, it's your girl, Sharp Ruth. I just felt led to share or maybe shed some light on this scripture that I feel like have been misquoted and maybe misunderstood. And that is in St. Matthew's 24 and the 24th verse. And it says, For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and they shall show great signs and lying wonders, that inasmuch, if it was possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But how a lot of times I'm hearing it quoted saying that, the false prophets and the false Christ was going to show great signs and lying wonders, that even the elect will be deceived. But that's not so, and that's not what that scripture is saying. The scripture is saying, inasmuch, if it was possible. Notice, key word, if. Inasmuch, if it was possible, he shall deceive the very elect. However, it's not possible for the elect to be deceived. I feel like that scripture have been misquoted and maybe misunderstood, but the elect cannot be deceived. If the elect could be deceived, that means no one would be saved. But the elect is the ones that God will seal, and I believe that is in Timothy. The elect is the anointed. The elect is the chosen, and they cannot be deceived. But it was just showing how great the spirit of deception will be. The spirit of delusion will be. The spirit of deceiving will be. How great it'll be. And the lying signs and wonders will be. That's why it said there will be false Christs, false prophets, and it's saying showing great signs and lying wonders, that inasmuch, if it was possible, they'll deceive if it was possible, they'll deceive the very elect. However, the key word is if it were possible. But it's not possible for the elect to be deceived. But it's just showing us how we have to pay close attention to the lying signs and wonders. And we are living in that time where it's lying signs and wonders. My God. And it just seemed like they're getting greater and greater and greater. Anyway, that's the scripture that I wanted to shed some light on. You can quote it for yourself. Go look at it. That is in Matthew's Gospel 24 and verse 24. I believe it's also in Luke and Mark's also. Gospel also. Anyway, till next time,